2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Ritter and London team up there. 1st down, Atlanta.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. This is Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Saints at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
A big play that time through the air. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Fournette is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Back to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. but clearly there's some growing still to do.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second and 2. Flushed out right.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second down, back to Fournette.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Okay.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Watch out now. 52.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they have regained the lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to try and take off with it. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he lost the football. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2nd and 6. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterback in 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially Not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. You just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They're going to look to throw.
His throw complete right side of the tight end Parham.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hines, room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
For the lead, here's third and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Five yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Nagar's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Ready,
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. On play action, they'll throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Cover 38.
That's out quickly to London. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the